Welcome to Tonikaku Kawaii Chapter 168, brought to you by user/what I'm having in his group of friends. Thank you very much indeed. We also got translator notes this time, brought to you by the proofreader, user/what I'm having. Thank you very much. So apparently, he didn't buy a car because in the last chapter, NASA got a car, okay? He didn't buy one, he merely just rented one, okay? That makes a lot more sense, considering that, it takes a whole long time to get a car going, alright? That's about it when it comes to translator notes, and let's move on because this chapter is pretty special. This story starts up with some characters that you probably have never seen before, and that's perfectly fine, okay, because I'm here to explain it to you, okay? So, and if you do know them, give them a round of applause and welcome back, because it is Nagi and Hayate from Hada Sensei's past hit series, Hayate the Combat Butler. Personally, I really love that series. I really do. Okay, it was the first anime that I loved, that I watched, okay? And because my first anime is SAO, hey, I didn't watch it. My cousin forced me to watch it, alright, in my defense, but we're not here to talk about SAO, okay? So, Nagi is really excited. She's screaming, she's jumping of joy, right? Why? Because Hayate the Combat Butler 2 is gonna come out, alright? Not really, though, of course. She's very excited, right? Hayate's like, Nagi, that, why are you celebrating? Our series ended 4 years ago, and modern Japanese teenagers do not know who we are. Our majority of, readers are now adults. So, there's that, right? And Nagi's like, shut up, okay? She slaps him, right? And she's like, it's all connecting, right? I don't know, some crazy conspiracy bullshit right here, right? So, apparently, and I'm gonna give you some backstory, there's this author called Tonikaku, alright? Hada used to work for him, so there's her backstory. So this dude also makes some mangas as well, here and there. Hopefully I've put up his Wikipedia page. Apparently, they're pretty good. Might read them when I'm done after this, so yeah, whatever. So apparently, he's releasing a new series called Shibuya Near Family, alright? Apparently also on the same, manga, publication that Tonikaku Kawaii is also in, right? So, Hada, or let's just say Nagi, is very excited because Koji over here, or Kumata over here, he apparently said that when the first volume, or chapter, I guess, of Tonikaku Kawaii apparently came out, he was like, but where's Hayate the Combat Butler 2? Alright, so apparently he really wanted to Hayate the Combat Butler 2, right? So, as a basically as a congratulations award for Mr. Koji over here, that he's gonna be releasing his new manga, she wants Hayate the Combat Butler 2, and she just wants it, and she does not care about what people say about her. So Nagi decides to talk to the one, the only, best girl in my opinion, Maria. Give her the biggest round of applause. She's the best, alright? We're not here to praise her enough, because that's not what we're intending to do here. So Maria, she's like, yeah, no, she's fine with it, alright? Granted, she has kind of no opinion on this because she's the maid, but we're not here to talk about that, right? So, she asks Nagi basically, so, do you have any idea what you're gonna do, right? And let's just say, Nagi has absolutely zero clue what she is going to do, alright? So, Maria's a little worried, right? And also, Maria kind of, tells her, we could make a manga. You could make one, but you're not really good at that. You're not really good at making gloomy mangas like, Mr. Kumata over here, right? Because apparently he makes some really gloomy mangas, so might check those out, I guess, if I feel like I want to kill myself. Probably not. So she's like, okay, I'll figure it out, right? So she decides to draw a little, and she makes a preview, right? 4 pages, though, not too much, right? So they're pretty meh, all right? So Nagi decides to go with plan 2, all right? She decides, you know what? We're gonna make a reality TV show about him, right? Now Hayate, kind of confused as us. He's like, what you mean by reality TV show, right? So Nagi explains, not a lot of people know about Hayate anymore, right? The series ended 4 years ago. The average reader in the publication that, Hada does with his Tonikaku Kawaii probably don't know about Hayate, and the people that do know about Hayate are, adults, okay? This series is old, alright? It's 20 years old or something, I don't know. So, she's like, how about we make a show, so, we advertise our, Kumata over here, and ourselves, right? So, we get shown, right? And, they're like, I guess that makes sense. So we're gonna get more backstory, but that doesn't matter, okay? So in 1998, Mr. Kumito over here made a series called Kaizu, alright? Hada was Mr. Kumito's like basically assistant since that time, right? So he's been there for a while with him, right? So basically, in Kaizu, there's this character that really likes to cross-dress, right? So Hada was just scrolling along on the pages, reading them and stuff, proofreading and all of that, right? He sees this character, right? Hada basically has a fetish grown inside of him, and there you go. That's why Hada likes cross-dressing, alright? Because a big gag in the character in Hayate is that Hayate has to wear women's clothes, alright? He basically has to cross-dress, and everyone loves it, alright? So, people, there's probably people asking why the hell does he like, why the hell is, Hayate always being cross-dressed? There you go. There's your answer. Hada just really likes cross-dressing. I mean, with most things with this man, he just really likes it and he just decides to put it in the series because why the hell not? So, Nagi also explains that Mr. Kumita, while he was serializing Weekly Kaizu, he decided, how about I just make a different one? He decided to make Sodate Darling. Alright, that was a monthly one. So, Weekly Kaizu, monthly Sodate. Alright, so Hada slash Skasa-chan, they tell him, don't you think that's a lot of work? Right, and Mr. Kumita is like, yeah, no, it is kind of a lot of work. And then he tells, Skasa slash Hada, but, rom-com mangas sell a lot more than gag mangas, right? So, that kind of plants a seed inside Hada slash Skasa-chan, right? And they realize, oh, rom-coms sell a lot better than gag mangas, huh? I probably shouldn't be doing a gag manga like, my boss, right? So, basically, because originally, Mr. Hada was basically drawing, like, muscular men and stuff, tough men as well. So he realized that, oh, yeah, no, that's probably not going to sell well, right? So basically, he decided to take a whole 180 and decided to make, rom-coms, right? So basically, without that, we would have probably have never gotten Hayate or Tonikaku Kawaii. So thank you, Kumito, for basically inadvertently helping us get these two beautiful series. Nagi praises Kumito-sensei a little more, right? And, Hayate's like, but didn't it just take him like a long time to figure out that gag mangas were worse than rom-coms, right? But, that doesn't matter to Nagi, right? Because she also starts talking about the other series that Mr. Kumito made. Apparently, he left Sunday at one point and decided to make Sayonara Setsubo, whatever, Sensei, alright? Apparently, this was a really good one, alright? So good, in fact, that it got itself an anime adaptation. So, in other words, while working at Sunday, he never got an anime adaptation, but when he left Sunday, he got an anime adaptation and everything, right? So, very nice, right? And now it's coming back full circle-ish, right? The master is now about to, post his series with the pupil, all right? It's very wholesome, right? So, they're getting excited because Mr. Kumito-sensei is about to post his chapters, right? And that's where basically our interactions with Nagi and Hayate and Maria end. Honestly, it was kind of nice seeing them back, but the chapter doesn't end just there, right? So Nagi posted those, in the very beginning of this episode, of this video / chapter, right? Nagi did those 4 pages, right? So those 4 pages also got made into a series as well. Like I said, Nagi said, as kind of like a thank you for Mr. Kumito, right? So Skasa-chan, she's reading these on reports with NASA, right? And she's like, she talks to NASA like, hey, this is kind of weird, right? This series looks a little weird, right? NASA's like, oh, we might want to, support it and stuff, right? Because, Skasa-chan, she's confused, but she's really intrigued in this series, right? I don't know what this series says, though. Probably we're never going to get it in real life, but that doesn't matter. Anyways, this has been chapter 168, brought to you by user/when I'm having this group of friends. Thank you very much. It was alright, even though it was majorly an ad than anything. But hey, we get a whole new other chapter after this that I have to do myself. Oh, that's going to take a while, but it doesn't matter, alright? Hopefully you enjoyed this. I did, and I still don't know how to end videos, so yeah, goodbye.